Hello, I'm Judith, and as part of Book Week Scotland this year, which has the theme Future, I'm going to be talking about how the future impacts on me as an author. This is a great opportunity that Crowvers have been given to work alongside Book Week Scotland, and hopefully you've had a chance to find a few other videos as well as this one. Otherwise, please go and find these other videos. Future is something that's really important for me as an author. Whenever you put anything creative out there, you are putting it out for the future, the near future or even the distant future. Creativity from the past still has quite a bearing on our lives in the present. But for me personally, because I write for young adults, there's a kind of added level to that because I'm writing for the adults of the future. So I'm writing for future teachers, future doctors, future engineers. I'm writing future parents. I mean that's a really exciting thought. And I think when you're writing for young people, you need to think about helping them create the future. So certain things that they will take from your work that will influence them as they go forward. And that is a huge responsibility. So I feel that very keenly when I'm putting together work. I've had 2 books published so far. That's The Backwater, which was published in 2018 and was a finalist in the 2019 Wishing Shelf Book Awards, which was super exciting. I was very excited. And also Dance With Me, which was just launched this October and has just finished a successful review tour. Now, for me, I have to make sure that I'm creating characters that people who read the books can identify with. I think that is so important. And one of the similarities that these 2 books have is that they are both strong female protagonists. So the main character in The Backwater is a 12-year-old girl. The main character in Dance With Me is a 15-year-old girl. And they're both kind of driven by what their past is, because I think ultimately it is the past that creates the future. You can't have the future without that baggage. And that is something that I think sometimes young people, they can feel very alone because of the baggage that they have, because of the past that they have. And, sometimes they've faced really terrible things that have changed them as an individual forever, and unsurprisingly will have done that. Sometimes it is just that journey and what the journey does and how the journey shapes you. And there are some good things, there are some bad things. And I think if you can create a character that a young person can identify with, then you're halfway there to really creating something that will support them in the long run. I do think that I'm not saying that every author should be writing strong female protagonists, because there has to be a balance. But I think what we're starting to see, and it's slowly happening, but we are starting to see more diversity in books for children and young adults. And my protagonists are they tick certain boxes, but you know what? We do need to see more diversity happening all the time. There's fantastic articles for kids on Newsround. Sorry, this is me putting my teacher hat on, about the diversity of Black and ethnic minority authors and characters, and this horrendous idea, not an idea, like fact, that there are actually more animals in children's books, like talking animals in children's books, than there are characters from Black or ethnic minority backgrounds. And I mean, I suppose, talking animals is a big thing, especially for little ones, but, that could be the case. It's really, really bizarre. So I think creating characters that children can dive into and understand, and young adults as well can dive into and understand and find themselves in, you're helping them through the character who has all this baggage that's driving them forward, which is what you hear about in the story. You're helping them see that that baggage isn't going to define them, but it's going to drive them, and it's going to guide them into the future, and it's a future of their making. And then as an author, you just hope that they're going to carry the characters and the books with them as they go into adulthood, in the same way that you know the characters and the books that shaped your life too. Well, thank you very much for listening. I hope this made sense. I just felt like I was waffling half the time. Like I say, please try and find the other videos for the Crowver's Book Week Scotland. We are just thrilled to bits to be working with them again. And yeah, good luck finding them all. They're all QR codes. You'll know that because you found this one. Right, see you. Bye.